Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How we all doing? Early stream today. You're grinding early. Never a dull moment in the crypto market. 24/7, baby. 24/7. Never a dull moment, baby. We're gonna start here in a second. I'm just warming up. Just need to get that mental going. Yo, what up, Cone? I'm gonna have to clean this chart up. We're just gonna make a new one. Gotta make a copy, baby. All right, here. A new chart today, fam. All right, let's delete all this shit. We all know what the news is. It's always sell the news, fam. I went over this Monday. Sell the news. It's been sell the news. Here it is. Boom. Coinbase IPO, 64K. Pro shares, 67K. Followed by 69K less than a week later. BlackRock ETF, I expect to be the top. It may not even get rejected. It may just get extended this week. That's the case, fam. I don't expect us to, just drop. I'm looking for the ETF to get approved for the mega short, but it could happen. I was saying this in chat in Discord, but I'm a strong believer that there's always somebody that knows something. Okay, so I don't play the news. I don't play the data. That may sound arrogant. That may sound dumb. But the reality is there's 8 billion people on the planet, all right? And one person, at least one person, is in charge of releasing data. At least one person is in charge at releasing earnings per share, quarterly earnings. One person is behind the release. At least one person. So it is our job not to wait for the news. It is our job to find the cookie crumbs, find the clues, fam. And because there's going to be someone tipping the chart. Somebody knows. And I can't stress that enough. I really can't stress that enough. Somebody always knows, fam. So I'm not a news driver driven person. Historically speaking, when these type of events drop, they're a sell the news event, okay? They're a sell the news event. All right, fam. I love that song. Loose Story by Tinish. What a great song. All right, fam. So we went all the way down here. We tapped off the meme line. Should be of importance. We did long, not long. We did. This was kind of the last area to expect a bounce. The area, like when we came down here and tested this meme line, the meme line is support. We had a lot of bids there. There's a reason it's called a meme line. It's because people stack bids here. You could just see stacking, all these stacking of bids here. That's what kind of like climbed us this vertical type of accumulation looking structure. Now, just because it looks like vertical accumulation doesn't necessarily mean it is vertical accumulation. Now, talk about, here we go. We got the tap. All right. All they had to do really was hold this box for 4 hour. Boom. right? Or we tapped the meme line, but they really needed to close some 2-hour above this guy, right? This is support right now for now. All right. It was a weak bounce, if you ask me, but it did bounce. Okay. Again, they had bids stacked here, meme line. Now, let's talk about variables yesterday. We're going to talk about both sides. We're going to talk about bullish variables and we're going to talk about bearish variables. Not going to talk about the news. Not going to talk about the data released today. A lot of that really, to me, doesn't matter anymore. I think the structure is and has changed, okay? I've been using, and I've learned a lot in the last 3 weeks. One thing I've learned is if you're not on the Solana boat already, oh God, you better get on it. I saw this same type of price action in 2019, 2020 with Ethereum. What happened was when Ethereum was pumping, Solana was pumping. When Ethereum was pumping, Bitcoin was pumping. And when Ethereum wasn't pumping, Bitcoin was kind of retracing. So I'm going to use both Solana and Bitcoin today to make arguments, right? I'll make arguments on both sides. I don't want to sound like a perma bear. I definitely don't want to sound like a perma bull, especially before the halving. I don't think there is a bull run happening right now. We've actually been in an uptrend since January. All right, I talked about that last week, Monday, whatever. I have been talking about. We've been in an uptrend for 10 months, fam. Now, November, 11 months, we have gone up. So I'm going to go over yesterday because yesterday is very important. I had some bids at a very important level. This is fam, we're going to zoom out here because, again, we have 4 days left on this 2 week, and there's a significant level they need to hold here, in my opinion. Significant level. Otherwise, all you're going to see is this wick up. So here's the 2 week level. It's 35,815. It's 35,800-ish. We won't use that, exact number, but look, 2 week level, resistance, support here, right? We need to keep this candle close over 35,800-ish. We get a 2 week close in 4 days. Now it's Thursday, right? Expect Friday lately Friday has not had that much price action. If we can get some momentum going to downside today, I do believe that we could see more momentum going to the downside tomorrow. Today, I think, is very crucial, very important, and I'm going to talk about that as well. But here it is, the 2 week level, and so all I want to do here is just draw a little box here because I'm going to make a point on why I long this level. Normally, you see some type of strong price action. Normally, you see some type of strong price action, fam. Up only mode for so long, up. You get this rejection here. You can see we tapped the 2 week here, came back down, tapped it again, and lost it. So this was an important level to me. We are back above it now, right? But being a 2 week or weekly level, we'll just break it down to weekly or 2 week level. Being a weekly or 2 week level, fam, that where it is right now is not important. It's where it is Sunday at the close. Okay, so where the price is Sunday at the close is important. Now we're going to try to look for signs now on where we're going. Okay, we saw a really strong bounce in the 12-hour, and I'm going to go over this 12-hour real quick because we just had the 12-hour close about 2 hours and 10 minutes ago, and we had this really strong 12-hour. I mean, look, that's a Chad candle. Something to note. All right, we failed to close the 12-hour over the previous 12-hour close. Open. Okay, that to me is a sign of weakness. All right, this candle could look beautiful, as beautiful as it wants. It could have been wickless at the top here. The fact it closed under the previous 12-hour open, that's important. Okay, we're gonna keep note of that. Just taking notes right now, fam. That's all we're doing. We're taking notes. We're gonna put these notes together. We're gonna analyze the notes together. Okay. And we're going to figure out like where this baby's going, right? Because we have this huge rejection here, right? And we could either go to new highs. A lot of Elliott Wave people, Huerte, who I'm very glad has joined the Discord. He does Elliott Wave. He thinks there could be another wave 5, which usually tends to be the last wave up, kind of a small wave. It wouldn't be like a wave to 47K. It'd be like a small wave to 39, 40K. I don't do Elliott Wave, so I'm not going to really talk about that too much. But There could be another wave up right here, right, to new highs. We'll call it 40K. 40K is the golden pocket, fam. 39, 40K is the golden pocket of the macro retracement. Went over that a little bit on Monday. All right. Or we could break this structure, and I'll tell you what, we get below 35.8 again, fam. I don't expect 35.2, 35.4 to hold. All right. So again, we're just going to put the clues together. All right. We got a 12-hour that's bearish. We have a 4-hour. Now, more importantly, not only do we have this meme line, but we have an ultimate trend, and we're going to go over this trend. We've had this trend for a long time, fam. The 4-hour trend, in fact, we've had it since, here it comes, $27,200. We've had the 4-hour trend since 27K. All trends end. Not all trends last forever, right? So even a 10-month, 11-month bull trend we've had since almost a whole year now, since January, that trend will end at some point, okay? I'm not saying it's going to end tomorrow or this month, right now, okay? I'm just explaining gravity affects everything. If it affects Elon Musk's billion-dollar rockets, it affects your crypto, period, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, he's the smartest man on the planet, and if he has beaten gravity, then please show me where he's beaten gravity, because he still has it. There's still rockets he's flying up in the sky that come right back down and don't make it all the way, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so gravity affects everything. Trends change. Trends end. We had this 4-hour trend since 27K, and we lost it yesterday. Okay? In fact, not only did I expect us to test it earlier at that 35.8K weekly level, but it didn't even test it there. We had to come down and test it the meme line. So we really officially lost this 4-hour trend as far as I'm concerned. If this 4-hour, in my opinion, we're bullish, okay? Now let's talk about the bullish scenario. If we see a 4-hour close simply over this line, all right? 36.439. 440. 36,440, all right? I actually have this level on another chart over here, right? 36,456. You can see how well it played. Right? We get a 4-hour close over there. This is how the trade's going to work. We get a 4-hour close over there. I close shorts here. Okay? I close shorts. Building a short position is what I'm going to do as long as this level stays under 36.5. Okay? As long as we stay under 36.5, I see no reason to long. All right? I'm not going to FOMO in after a Asia session pump where we just pumped $1,200. I'm not going to FOMO in. Good morning, Isabel. How are you? So, and I don't think you should either. It looks really good on the 12-hour, but again, I showed you the 12-hour still printed bearish. We couldn't even engulf the previous 12-hour, fam. That's how far we dropped yesterday. So, in the last half of the session yesterday, not just yesterday. So, again, they are under the 4-hour bearish cross. Okay, this is a retest of the 4-hour trend we've had since 27K. I see no reason to long here. All right. And the last point on Bitcoin before I go over to Solana, not only did we have that 4-hour trend that we lost, not only did the 12-hour fail to engulf the previous 12-hour, had that happen, fam, I'm longing. If the 12-hour had just engulfed the previous 12-hour this morning, as good as it looked, I was long. I'm long all day. Again, 12-hour did not close over the previous 12-hour close. As beautiful as it looked, all right, that is a sign. These are little clues. These are cookie crumbs we're trying to find, fam. All right? So, again, we got this 4-hour. We had the 3-day close yesterday. And the 3-day close, fam, which I'm not sure if you watched the close, we were actually fighting for this very important level at the close. It was $35,600 $35,633 was a 3-day level, okay? Right here, 3-day level. Let me show you how beautiful this 3-day is, fam. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is just all in a technical TA standpoint, all right? So if you draw this box right here, draw this box, right? Over this wick, right? We got resistance, 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 resistance. I'm just looking at the 3-day, fam, right? Look at all this resistance. I check sold. Right? You got all these. We're just putting the line at this wick. We had a close above. I'm gonna clean this chart up, okay? I'm getting rid of the weekly level, getting rid of this level, I'm getting rid of this level, I'm getting rid of that box somewhere there. Got the 3-day, okay? So here it is, the 3-day. We went up. We deviated above this 3-day level. As you can see, it's resistance there, right? Wick. This is resistance level. And now we're kind of floating below that 3-day level, fam. We lost it. We engulfed below it. This is bad news bear type of candle, fam. We've tried to fight that 3-day close. We had ample amount of time. If you go over here to the close last night, we had ample 35,641. We had ample time. Look at this. This is the close right here. You're seeing it right here. We had ample time here at the close. Try to get over it. It even wicked above it. Why is it fighting that line? Why did it? Okay, that's an important level. This tells you right there on the hourly. It's breaking down the 3-day level on the hourly. So again, I see lots of sign that this is bearish. I want a long, fam. I do. I don't have enough signs to long, so I'm simply going to play it at the 4-hour level. We talked about this. Simple, simple, simple. All right? Get rid of the 3-day box that we're bare. Look, we're already, we're trying to fight this 4-hour cross, but again, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of the EMA and MA. Everyone knows where this cross is. This cross is right there. And we're just going to draw that line. Okay? So it's simple as this, fam. It really is. Here or here. That's how easy this is. Really, it's a great pivot. I like where we're at. I think shorts are favored here all the way up to 36.5, right? I mean, if you played it that high, stops really tight, we flip, we get price action above 36.6, and I simply long. That's it. So that's what I'm seeing right now, fam. Here's the 2-hour. Going lower time frames, which we're gonna do. I'm gonna call this the pivot. All right. We go down to lower time frames and we just look at volatility. Still compressing here. This has an hour and 40 minutes left. This could easily expand, but this previous 2 hours just kind of an ugly looking candle. Had this 2-hour had more bottom wick, that would be more of a buy signal to me. But because it's just an ugly looking 2-hour candle, nasty. It's kind of, that's a nasty-ish rejection, I would call. This 2-hour candle looks pretty ugly. So right now we're compressing up on an up candle, kind of attracting more longs before or down. Again, all we're seeing right now across the table is bearish retest of the 4-hour trend. And until that changes, until we get it back above that 4-hour trend, I don't see any reason jump into longs. So you can just wait till we flip 36.5, 36.6 the long. Again, if you build a short here from here to 36.4, 36.5, you build that short here, a very tight stop loss at 36.6. I don't see why you wouldn't take the risk of return here on that, especially again, I showed you a lot of arguments on why I think it's bearish. Go over to Solana. All right, let's talk about Solana. All right, so Solana. So I'm not sure if everyone saw this, but Solana had this beautiful head and shoulders. Right, we played it. Usually when you see some type of head and shoulders like this in crypto, slanted neckline, right? Double head, but shoulder, they usually play out well. I usually measure these moves, and if you do the measurement here, should have, that was a nasty wick, but from the, I think, what is it, the right shoulder down, it got pretty damn close. Could have went down to 50, but it was front ran a little bit right there. So go head, shoulder, measured move down to around here. It did hit that order block area. So it hit right above here. Solana, boom, there. What am I seeing with Solana, though, is a lot of bearish divergence, okay? So Solana, as we've continuously seen, Solana pumps during the Asia session. Bitcoin tends to drag it up, and then it's been dumped on the States, all right? Here's a perfect example, all right? Here's Asia session, State session, okay? We could do this all day. Here's State session on Friday. I actually shorted this down here. Don't worry, I had a very tight stop loss of 51, excuse me. But, and I closed it. I opened it and closed it. I think I took 2 shorts down here and I ended up closing it early before it exploded. But Friday, outside of Friday, we have a States pump, Asia dump, okay? States pump and dump. Actually, you could argue this was probably an Asia pump and dump. Asia pump was States dump, okay? Asia pump, States dump. Asia pump, States dump. Asia pump, States pumped. Asia pump. Pattern here, fam. A lot of States dumping here. Why? I still, no matter what you see, you're reading out there, fam, there has been $270 million in Solana moved to hot wallets. There's been a lot of claims that they have sold it all with absolute no data to back that up. There's been also a lot of claims that they have no more liquid Solana with also no data to back it up. Fam, you're never going to convince me, who is 30, in his late 30s, okay, I'm in my late 30s. You're not going to convince me that a tweet from an influencer is a reliable source, okay? In fact, I will argue 90% of the internet is unreliable source. And even more so, I would argue 99.9% of crypto news is unreliable on the internet. So you could bring up an article and I'm still going to laugh at you. Show me a tweet of somebody, I'm going to laugh. Show me a crypto news article, I'm just going to laugh at you. Most of these crypto news articles are quoting a crypto influencer who paid them to put them in their article for exposure. So the crypto influencer pays a news organization to quote them about something they don't really know anything about, and they're throwing up all this garbage, and it's false. So how can you say that there was $260 million in Solana moved to hot wallets when you have zero evidence that they've sold it yet? Okay? You have zero evidence that they're not selling. You have zero evidence they are selling. Once it gets to a hot wallet on an exchange, unless you have inside access to Coinbase or Kraken or Binance, you can't make those claims. Man, you just can't. So, again, we've been pumping and we tend to have a lot of sell pressure during the States hours. Something to note, we do also have I think I just deleted my indicator. right, we also have some really strong bearish divergence here. Okay. So this is the 12-hour, fam. And we're continuously making lower highs, the 12-hour RSI. And this is the 12-hour print. So here's previous high, and here's the new high, fam. That's pretty bearish divergence here. So again, high, previous high, new high, bearish divergence. It's not confirmed until this 12-hour closes red. So it has to close red. But this is weakness. Give me a second. So again, it's important, I believe, right? And I'm going to be doing this for the next couple years during the next bull run. I'm definitely going to be using Solana as my more or less stable cryptocurrency. What I mean by that is I'm going to be using Solana and Bitcoin, and I'm going to have to use both charts to match them up. So if Solana's bullish, I'm expecting Bitcoin to be bullish. Solana has front ran Bitcoin this entire move up. So every time I see Solana pumping, I'm a little concerned Bitcoin's going to pump. But what happened today, right? What happened overnight was Solana pumped, and yesterday. So yesterday and the first 12 hours of today, Solana has pumped, right? So when Bitcoin was shitting the bed at 35K, low 35K, struggling to try to get that 3-day level I showed you, they did not claim. Okay, they didn't claim that 3-day level. It was engulfing 3-day. It's not engulfing daily. I don't really play engulfing candles unless they're big. Engulfing weekly, engulfing 3-day. That's 3 days of red candles they engulfed in one 3-day candle, right? So 3 daily candles engulfed in one 3-day candle. So I just see that Solana is front running Bitcoin. So here we go. Here's a pump, right? Bitcoin followed last 12 hours, right? Right here. And pumped. Didn't engulf the previous open. And now we have a 12-hour Bitcoin dumping. And it looks like Solana's front running that. Okay? Solana's dumping and Bitcoin's following. So all these signs tell me that Bitcoin is literally putting Solana on its shoulders in a backpack and going on a vertical hike. Okay? That's what it's doing. It's been doing it the entire time since 27K. Oh shit, Solana wants to pump again. All right, boys, let's go. Get up this mountain up to 35K. That's literally what the market's been doing. And there's plenty of evidence of that. Again, Solana front runs Bitcoin. Solana pumps, Bitcoin pumps 2 hours after, 6 hours after. But while Bitcoin is sitting there consolidating, it's pumping Solana, and then Bitcoin pumps. Bitcoin consolidates, dumps Solana, then Bitcoin dumps. It's been the same thing for the last 3 weeks. It's probably been going on longer, but I maybe not have picked up on it that early. I didn't pick up on it until a few weeks ago. So I just see, I see Solana being weak. And one thing I also see on Solana, right, is the 3-day. We had a really interesting 3-day. This is a kind of a continuation pattern. Bam. This is, check this out, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 3-day green candles closed. We have not closed a red 3-day in over 33 days. We haven't closed a red 3-day in over a month or so, right? Again, all trends change, right? All trends end. Trying to snipe the top here is extremely hard, fam. Okay? Trying to snipe the top of Solana up only market is technically catching knives. It's no different than down only mode, right? Like this right here, right? Exactly what we need to see, right? Here we go. This fam right here is up only mode inverted, right? You see that? Up only mode inverted. This structure, you'd argue, looks like Bitcoin inverted. All I'm going to do over here, I'm going to take this guy, right? And I throw on the Bitcoin. Right? Ready? Paste. Okay. Point of this savage. Getting to a point, fam. I'm getting to a point. All right. Gotta. Okay. Yep. That's it. Nope. That was wrong. There we go, fam. Alrighty. We're getting to the point, Savage. Don't worry. We'll have patience. Okay, so I had to use a Solana fractal. I didn't have to use a Solana fractal, but again, this is just my point, right? Trying the short of top like Solana after up only mode. We can this and that. We all know the plan, right? We flipped 36.6. We're gonna long to 39K. We all know the plan. But look at this, fam. Tell me. Ain't that some similar shit right there? It's not exact, fam. It's not exact. But again, trying to short Solana was trying to catch knives on Solana back here. Okay. So very similar structure, aggressive move, consolidation, fatigue. All right. What we're seeing on Bitcoin is same exact thing, fam. Same exact thing. And of course, fam, of course there could be another high. Of course, we cannot count that out. But we have a clear defined level right here. You see how these candles closed above it? And we're closing below it. All we did was retest. We had a bearish retest. We had a bearish retest of the 4-hour trend. We had a bearish retest at that level, 36.4. That's all it is. So we had an aggressive move up, consolidation, fatigue, down, right? And that is exactly it, fam. That is it. We're seeing it right now happen. And all we want to see now on the 3-day is a little fatigue. We've had 11. We're on our 12th day, fam, of 3 days. 12th day of 3 days up only mode. And there it is. There it is, fam. This right here, believe it or not, it'll come down a little bit more. It will, because I saw it this morning when Bitcoin or Solana was at 58. This will turn yellow on the way down. This turned blue, so it got weaker. This candle, this 3-day candle, on the first 12 hours of this 3-day candle, it compressed on the way up. It turned blue. Blue is compression, yellow expansion, orange is more expansion, red is true expansion. Okay? So the fact that we have this kind of crazy 3-day trend, the 3-day fatigue here, right? 3-day fatigue. I got Bitcoin doing a bearish test. Looked really juicy 12-hour. Why did it look juicy? Trapping longs, baby. Trapping longs. It's a liquidity trap, fam. We got to build the liquidity up here. How many people do you think longed this morning that woke up in the States, longed that? They're like, oh my God, we are going to 40K. I knew it. That savage loser was wrong. That savage loser was wrong. Well, there's the 3-day compression, fam. We had this beautiful 3-day candle about $300-400 ago. It never expanded. Okay, that's weakness. All right. 2-day, perfect short setup, perfect short signal, fam. This is the short signal right there. 2-day. Oh, compression with 1 day and 10 hours left. That 2 days is going to flip upside down and that's going to expand down. That is usually what I'm looking for in futures. This type of candle compression into a pivot candle like this is a pivot candle. This is a true signal on my system. You want to see this. You want to see some type of huge, deadly looking candle. We had a 2-day that engulfed, same as a 3-day, but and then we had compression on this 2-day. Fam, they ain't tricking me. This isn't. This is more than likely not going to 39.40K. Again, have no problem being wrong. We flip 36.6. I'll simply long. But across the board, fam, bearish. It's bearish. And I hate being redundant like that. You can wait. Also, listen. Let's say you don't want to short right now, right? Let's just say you don't want to short. No big deal. Well, then fine. Just simply wait for us to lose 35.800. You lose 35.800, trigger that swing short, add more once we lose 35K, right? That's this level. Once we lose 35K, add more to the shorts. The area of interest for a bounce for me is going to be right here. All right. I'll even put the box a little bit higher, but you could swing short, I think, from here to here. Again, invalidation, 36.6. I like it. I really like this setup. We've seen some type of we've seen some structure change. And don't expect it. Bitcoin's gonna be just like yesterday. Very slow bleed. Very likely. Bitcoin can't just lose, can't go down 30%, fam, because that will have a drastic effect on what they're trying to do up here. And what they're trying to do up here is distribute alts. They're not just trying to distribute alts. They're specifically trying to distribute large FTX bags, fam. All the data's out there. It's on-chain data. They've been throwing large bags of their coins onto hot wallets to sell at these prices. There's a buyer and seller at every price. So somebody is buying the FTX liquidators bags. Someone's buying the FTX liquidator bags. Okay. While that's happening, right? There's a buyer and seller. You have intense manipulation happening. What I mean is, we're seeing a lot of spoofing. They're spoofing up the price, fam. They're holding the price here. They have buy walls for Solana. They'll just stagger it down right here. They have buy walls here, fam. They're just gonna stagger it down and they're gonna slowly drop it. Yeah. So just again, wait for again, all you have to do is wait for wait for the 35.8 to get lost in Bitcoin, or you can wait for 36.6 to get at 36.5 to be flipped on Bitcoin to long. So you could do that, but I'm short right now. I'm short. I've seen enough. 15-minute sell signal. A lot of the time too, this is all you're looking for. You start whatever we call it, catching knives. All right, so you get rid of the drawings here. You start looking for this 5-minute trend change. All right, cool. Now closing price action below, having a little bit of a fight test for it right here. But yeah, look at Bitcoin, same thing. Lost the 5-hour trend, bearish. Right, we had this 5-hour trend. Sorry, not 5-hour trend, 5-minute trend. Excuse me, 5-minute trend, huge there. We had this huge 5-minute trend change right there at 35.4. So we have had this 5-minute trend since 35.4. We pumped, Asia pump, Asia session pump, Asia session pump. And then the states woke up. Uh-oh. And the states have how much of... Oh, the states have all of the FTX liquidator bags. Nobody... I mean, like... Just unreal. People are naive. People are very naive. It's very, very unfortunate space. It's been hard to be here in crypto the last 6 weeks. Hydra, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Hydra trades. It's been hard to be here in the space. I go on TradingView and there's like News Bitcoin that's like quoting some guy that claimed that FTX sold all their bags in September and then is now claiming that they sold all their bags now. They have no more to sell. He's saying they have no more to sell for 3 months. Fam, like, listen to um anyways, fam. Um let's see. Here we go. Just some beautiful trends being lost here. Inge. Again, look, Bitcoin's holding all these I don't even know. 5 minutes. Oh, anyways, spam. I appreciate all you mad love. I'm gonna call it a short stream today. I woke up early. Um, appreciate all you. I made it very clear the pivots, fam. Made it very, very clear. Inge looks like a great short here. Let's go over here. Let me before I go. Let me just check Inge. Oh, beautiful. I don't like volatility on Inge. I need some more confirmation here. Yeah, I don't like the volatility on Inge. It actually is strong. Inge looks strong. I wouldn't short Inge. I mean, this could change. The 4-hour looks heavy. This could change, but like the 2-day and the 3-day aren't convincing. But that's pretty convincing. That's a 5-day engulfing, 1 day and 10 hours left. Let's kind of go across the board, right? 5-day BNB. That's pretty short signal-ish to me with 1 day left. Ethereum looks better than everything else, but that's not the greatest 5-day either. Bitcoin, excuse me. I'll be on it. Bitcoin, same thing. Oh, here's the 10-day fam. Check this out. Right? 10-day as a sell signal. So there's a lot of confluence, man. There's a lot of confluence. Yeah, this is done. I think there's a good swing short right here above 36K. The best part is yesterday I was supposed to flip short at 35.8 once we lost 35.8. I did see that meme line on Bitcoin. So I saw the meme line on Bitcoin. I didn't flip short. And then when we were down there at 35.2, 35.4, I was like, I really wanted to short Bitcoin. But I stayed patient, right? I even went long and I closed it, but I stayed patient down there because we held this level. And I'm like, okay, they're going to test this 4-hour cross. They're going to test this 4-hour cross. Again, I'm going to get rid of all the drawings. It's a little sloppy of chart. They're going to test this 4-hour cross. We always test the 4-hour cross. Always, always, always. I can go back into history. Look, this is amazing. Look, here, 4-hour cross test right here. 4-hour cross test. This wasn't really a 4-hour test, right? We crossed. This was the 4-hour test. We go up and kind of test that 50 MA. Happens over and over and over in Bitcoin. Didn't really happen here. Here's a 4-hour cross test. So right here, see this? This is a nasty one. This is such a nasty 4-hour cross. You got the 4-hour cross. They sent it up and then they closed below. Look at this. They were going to cross it either way, but they wicked up. They literally just wiped stops. I mean, leverage, not leverage, it's liquidity grab. Here's wick high, liquidity grab. This was a brutal 4-hour test. This is something I was worried about. I'm not even going to lie. I really thought that there could be a huge pump on the 4-hour test. But again, they're going to test this 4-hour cross. That's all we've seen right here. In the 4-hour cross test. I'm going to go to a cleaner chart. Again, flip this box for me. This box, Long to 39K, fam. That simple. Flip that box, we're longing. But don't flip that box, forget about it. That's it, right? We had this again. I'm going to end on this note. Had the 4-hour trend since 27.2K. This is a buy signal. The long signal. Never lost it. Never lost it. Got really tight in here. Tight. We've lost it officially. And fam, for them to like hold that 4-hour trend after holding it that long, right? Like for them to save this 4-hour trend, very hard to do that after you see that trend lasting that long. Had this trend, let's say, started, like let's say we had crossed bearish here, or we had some type of PA like over here, right? We had some PA over here. And look, I can expect them to try to save it. Like they'll save it. Like, all right, cross bullish, bearish, bullish for a second, hot minute, bearish, bullish, hot, you know, and but they didn't. They've had this trend for a long time, lost it, and it says a lot. So, BitConnect, what up, Silver? Rona, thank you for that follow. Anyways, fam, I'm calling it early today. A short stream. Gonna go. Just gonna chill today. I gave all the certain. Again, anything below 36.5, I'm shortened. Right, stop loss 36.6. You flip 36.6, 36.5 area. I